Yo, dog, Kenny Boucher here, Next Level Painting. We're going to be talking about some simple things around the house today, maybe some tactics. I don't know yet. I haven't decided while I was recording this. I want to shout some people out, though. I want to shout out Christopher Birch, Justin Troop, Ollie William, and Amory Burgess. Thank you guys for hitting me up on Patreon and throwing some support my way. It means a lot to me. Anyway, let's talk about some tactics. All right, guys, let's talk about Blood Angels. Something that's been on my mind for way too long. Let's do it. I want to talk about the unit that jumps out at me the most in this new Codex, which is the Assault Marines. I know they caught a lot of crap because they lost Objective Secure. That is kind of huge, but I think it's more insulting than that. We all bought 80 Assault Marines as troop choices in the old Codex, and no one bought Tactical Marines because they sucked. So that was obviously a money-making ploy. So that's a little insulting. After getting over the headache of that and the realization that it's not going to stop me from spending hundreds of dollars, I have now seen the strength in the new Assault Marines. I mean, take a look in here. They're so good. Their options are ridiculous. They can take 2 melta guns, 5 guys, take a drop pod for free, and their sergeant can take 2 Infernus pistols, hence the quad melta attack. That's 4 melta gun shots in a drop pod with 5 Marines for 135 points. That is super clutch. One of the tightest units in the book, the most amount of MSU. Let me talk about another unit real quick. Sanguinary Guard. They are back and better than ever. They've taken a massive point reduction and they can get 10-man squads now. Literally. This is one of the best, strongest units I've ever seen now. You can still take the mastercrafted weapon. You still can have the Angelus Bolter. You can have any combination of Infernus pistols. You can have a unit that is incredibly economically pointed with 2+ armor saves on these new 32mm bases with Feel No Pain, Natural Furious Charge, so like Strength 6 AP2 power axes that are mastercrafted. I mean, this is a ridiculous unit. Incredible staying power. You can make Death Stars out of this. I mean, 10 of these guys with a priest and, a White Scars ally just taking in Khan and a Chapter Master. I mean, you can scout this unit up 12 inches, get the hit and run you need, and have a little bit of a tank in there, and give the whole unit Feel No Pain. This is a ridiculously good unit. Let me talk about one more unit. Okay, guys. I know I just talked shit about them, the Tactical Marines, but they're actually pretty good. I'm super happy with finally a Heavy Flamer option. This is my dream unit. Heavy Flamer and a melta gun. I mean, I just love it. Like now, you like having a Flamer in the heavy spot, which is an assault weapon, and the melta gun in the assault spot. This is a super good combo. I've always imagined this would happen one day. I mean, just 10 of these guys, you can hit them with the double Infernus pistol, melta gun, and the Heavy Flamer trick. I mean, I think that's a great unit. Combat Squads does not suck, last time I checked. Heavy Flamer, melta gun, that is one of my favorite dream combos of all time. That's the Hulk Spider-Man team up. That's classic. I love it. Can't say enough good things about it. This is a great unit. Obviously, I think Blood Angels is going to be a lot of allying because the silly Sanguinary Priest is an HQ, which is actually a good thing because that means 5 scouts and Sanguinary Priest as an ally can make anything have Feel No Pain practically in the Space Marine universe. So, Assault Marines, Sanguinary Guard, Tactical Marines, love them all. Like I said, I think a couple of combos are going to be really strong here. Sanguinary Priest, Sanguinary Guard, drop in some Company of the Great Wolf Iron Priest and a Wolf Priest, and I think you can have a pretty sensational Death Star there, especially if you go in multi-detachment and you do your CAD as White Scars, and you could take Khan and a Chapter Master, 2 units of Scouts or Landspeeder Storms or whatever. You could take this silly Priest, put him on a bike, join him up, take 5 Scouts, and just pour Company of the Great Wolf units into there. And, into this Sanguinary Guard squad. Now you can scout, it can move super fast, it has hit and run, has a couple of tank options. It's going to be brutal. It's going to be winning a lot of games. Anyway, it's more of a Codex review with a little bit of tips and a little bit of tactics. I want to thank you guys all for checking out my Titan video that dropped yesterday. Part 2 will drop next Wednesday. I also want to remind you guys I do have that Patreon page, and I want to keep continuing to thank you all. Also, you can support my channel anywhere here by checking out the channel homepage. There's a little support option there, but I will warn everyone. I know some people have been emailing me saying they don't have Google Wallet accounts. That is the only headache about this whole process, is that Google Wallet is the only form of payment that the channel accepts because it is a Google property. That's kind of why I started a Patreon page, because a couple of my fans had reached out to me. Patreon takes anything. You just have to have an account with them. So enough of all that begging and whatnot. I just want to let you guys know, man, it means a lot to me. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for continuing to watch the channel. I'm going to try to do another airbrush breakdown video here this week. In the meantime, play on, players.